If I just look at the top, it's overwhelming, right? Just like in life, just like when you set real goals, it's fucking, if you just look at that, you're like, fucking, there's no way I can do that. It's like, it's, you know, it's too high.
It's all about happiness, baby. What makes you happy? What makes you tick?
YouTube, yeah, little special edition of the vlog. I think this is episode 6 or whatever of Day to Day. I've actually come away with my family for the week to visit Scotland. It's a place where I've always wanted to come since I was younger, actually, with my best friend and best man, Adrian. So we've come, I've brought the kids, me, Emily and the kids. Adrian's come with his wife, Laura, and their little daughter, Willow. So we're up right now. We are at our lodge overlooking Loch Ness. Check out the views. This is our lodge here. Got a really nice little lodge, got a little jacuzzi out there on the balcony, look. So this episode's gonna be a little bit funky because we're gonna be going for walks, we're gonna be doing trails and things like that. We're gonna be climbing Ben Nevis. Leave a comment, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you really enjoy this one.
Yeah. They're very cool.
Yeah, this is the one. That's the flower. That's the flower that the bird gave William Wallace in the film. Think of that, Soph?
Amazing. I just want to jump in.
God, but that's freezing.
But it looks like rock.
But that's super cold.
I want to jump.
So we just walked down this bit of a treacherous trail that Adrian took us down, even though he was leading with Willow on his front, trying to find the start of the lake. We just found this little place. Looks nice, look. What matters most of all, more than anything, by far, are friends and family. Unfortunately, a lot of people forget it. You know, friends and family and all those types of things, that's what really, really matters. You're never going to remember the other stuff. You're never going to remember that other thing. What you're going to remember are the memories you had with people, with the people that are close to you. That's all eventually we're left with, is our memories. And if those memories are empty, if we've got nothing to look back on and say, wow, do you remember when we did this? Do you remember when we did that? If all we've got is a nice watch and a car in the fucking garage, you know, and a big empty house, none of that matters. Now, I'm constantly trying to keep myself grounded all the time, is reminding myself that that's what matters. That is the most important thing. That there is what money can't buy. And no matter how big, successful, wealthy, whatever you get, if you lose that, then you're the poorest man on the planet, or woman on the planet, you know, at the end of the day. So try and always remember, as and when you start growing and getting successful and achieving things, that you don't let go of what really matters. Peace. So I just had a really good day walking out with the kids. We went on a pretty intense hike, actually. Some of that footage you just saw was beautiful, man. We were walking through the woods and we just come across these amazing just patches of green moss on the other. It was just great. I loved it. Stopped off for a pub just up the road for a couple of pints, and now, in true Matt Wilson fashion, after a good day's work, a nice bit of grub. Yeah. So we're literally just got back. I've just had a shower, freshened up, looking fresh, as you can see. Yeah, we're just gonna chill out, probably play a bit of Monopoly tonight, a little bit of Uno. Great day so far. First day in Scotland, and so far I've got to say, Scotland gets a 10 out of 10 from me. So it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. Got up about 5:30 this morning. Chilled out a little bit, done some stretching. Didn't go out for a run or a workout, obviously. I'm on holiday, so I don't do it all the time. However, it's a beautiful little hike to the shop, which is about, I'd say it's about half a mile away really, but it's a proper nice little hike up. You know, proper gets the blood pumping. We did it the other day. Really gets the blood pumping, so I thought I'd walk up the shop, get some bacon, get some eggs, get some beans, cook a little English breakfast. Yeah. It's a little time on a tradition. My old man, when we were younger, we used to go on camping holidays in Wales, France a lot of the time as well. We used to go camping. And before we were up, my old man always used to go to the shop, get a French stick, get a load of beans, get a load of bacon, and then just have it all cooking. When we got up, bacon just filled the smell of the tent. It was amazing. So it's exactly what I've done. Really, I just wanted a little bit of exercise, really. Get the blood pumping, sets you up nicely for the day. Tomorrow, we've decided on Friday, so today is Tuesday, on Friday, me and Adrian, my best friend, we're climbing Ben Nevis. Because that's a bit of a tough one. Tallest building in the UK, for those of you that don't know. So we won't be able to take anyone else with us. So tomorrow, what we thought we'd do is climb this one that we've been staring at from our lodge, right over there in the distance. Basically, we're going to go all the way from down the bottom there, and we're going to walk all the way up it. And I'm going to take Emily, my fiancée. I'm going to take my son Ben, and my eldest daughter Isabel, because she thinks she can do it. So that's going to be sick. So tomorrow's footage, we're going to be up at 4:30. We're going to get there for 5:30. It's about a 3-hour trek up and down, I think. 3 to 4 hours probably with the kids. So yeah, I'll make sure I take my GoPro, and you can see that. It's all about determination, baby. Got to do it. Right, 5:30 in the morning. We've just drove to, we don't actually know where we are, but we're just in a little car park. Ben made it up. Yes! Now we've got to try and find the trail to take us up to the top of the mountain. So we just done the like the first little bit. That was quite tough. That was really really steep, loads of mud. And then we've just come out. Check out where we are. This big like opening ridge. Right now we're walking in like a stream. This is blatantly a stream normally. Goes all the way up to that ridge there, and then we're going to walk across. It's tough. It's good though. Good fun. Sun's only just come up. How you getting on, Ben? Loving it. That is birch. Oh. Right, made it to the top of the ridge now. I'll show you where we're going. This is the ridge that we've been staring at, the one I was pointing at earlier. It goes all the way to the top of the summit. Views of doom. Ben's leading the charge. All right, so we've made it to this is like the peak where we're standing at the moment. This is the peak before the summit. We got one last climb now. Just up here on this GoPro, this doesn't look steep at all, but it actually is. That's the summit up there. Probably another 500-600 foot up, I'd say. But yeah, get in there, but check out this view now. We are on top of the world. How you doing, babe? Ben hasn't even broken a sweat.
The bees are about to get it.
The bees? Oh yeah, God, yeah. Run from the bee! Race to the summit! Yes! Ha ha! Yeehaw! Made it to the top. Check out the views up here. Wow! Sick! We literally just got to the top, and we saw down there, you can just see actually, I don't know if you can, GoPro pick it up. Down there, there's a lock down there, big lake, and we saw a ton of, there's loads of flies up here, ton of deer running along. Sons of Scotland! My name is William Wallace. William Wallace is 7 feet tall. I have heard And if he was here, he would consume the English with fireballs from his eyes and bolts of lightning from his ass. I'm gonna try and do a Scottish accent, but it's not coming off. Maybe I'll just do it in English. Going down's definitely worse than going up. That last little bit anyway, coming down there. Got a really nice echo here though. Bigalo, bigalo, bigalo. Oh. Oh. Daylight come and they won't go home. Hey. Bizade, 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 bizade. Daylight come and they won't go home. So we're at a place called Plodder Falls today. Check this out. This view is unreal. So if I can get you a good position.
Why? There's another way.
Swarming around us now. So we're about, what would you say now, 400 meters, you think? No, 350. About 350 meters up now, so we've got about another 1,000 meters to go. Obviously the trail's a lot longer than that. Some guy, literally, we were just walking past a young lad, and he said it took him 4 hours, and we were like, bloody hell. And then behind him was his 72-year-old granddad with a walking stick. They'd already been up there. We thought we got up early. They'd already been up there, and nearly at the bottom, that was right by the bottom, they saw us. Unreal. And he said the midges are bad up there. Look, you can see them all around me probably now, swarming around me. That's horrible. Got the hat on now to protect myself from the midges. Look at these views though. I don't know if this camera's gonna do it any justice. There's actually a really nice stream here. I don't know if you can see it. The sun's starting to come through the clouds over there. A couple of guys coming up. The bit we just did was fucking so hard. Everything in my brain was saying, stop, go back. But then now, we're on this lovely little flat before we get to the last big climb. Stop for a little breather. Summit still. Long way to go, man. We've been going for 2 hours 50 minutes. No, sorry, 1 hour 50 minutes. And we just passed someone and asked them how long to the top. They said 2 hours. I was like, felt like it was less than an hour away. So hopefully he was just having us on. But check it out, the view. On top of the world up here. Well, on top of the UK anyway. So, we just did it, got to the top. 2 hours, 58 minutes is what we did it in. You can see it, a bit cloudy, so we're above the top layer of clouds, so we can't see much of the views. But yeah, we're 1,400 meters up, so we're highest peak in the UK. Come on, baby. My legs started going, and I know this is nothing compared to like what some people do, obviously, but it's definitely the most intense thing I've ever done in terms of a climb. Never really done a lot of climbing, but yeah, totally worth it. On the way up, it was really, really difficult. There was, at this very, very start, it was really hard. Then there was a nice little easy bit in the middle. Then it got really fucking hard again. And then a really demoralizing part was, we thought we saw the top, but the actual top was covered in clouds. When they cleared, suddenly the sun had cleared the clouds, and we actually saw the actual top, and oh my God, man, that was so demoralizing. We were like, fuck. you know, achievement and the way sometimes people look at goals. Some people look at goals and they just see the top. Like, I knew I had to climb Ben Nevis. I knew I had to get to the top. If I just look at the top, it's overwhelming, right? Just like in life, just like when you set real goals, it's fucking, if you just look at that, you're like, fucking, there's no way I can do that. It's like, it's, you know, it's too high, it's too steep, whatever. So the secret is not to focus on it, not to focus on the fucking top. No, it's there. You have to know where your goal is. But the secret is just taking one step. Take that first step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and before you know it, you're on your way. And you know, you're at the top. Before you know it, you're at the top and you've reached it. But what people do a lot of the time, you might be guilty of this, I know I have been in the past, is they just look at their goal and they make this big massive goal and they think, well, that's too big for me to achieve, I can't do that. Because look at it, look at the size of it, look at it, it's just impossible. But if they just work their way back down and said, right, what's the first thing I've got to do? What's the first thing I've got to do? What's the first action I've got to take? What's the first phone call I've got to make? Who's the first person I've got to talk to? What's the first thing I've got to do? How much money have I got to make? All this sort of stuff. If you focus on those little micro bits, they're going to get you there. If I keep walking, if I keep pushing, if I keep climbing, I'm going to reach the top. There's no other way. There's no other way, baby. And now I'm at the top, man, and I'm fucking chuffed with myself, to be fair. I really am. I'm really glad I did it. Hopefully you've enjoyed the story so far. And yeah, if you like it, subscribe, like, leave me a comment to let me know your thoughts. Got any questions? I'll be bringing you this sort of shit all the time, baby. Getting you through. Oosh.